Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So glad you could join us. Today we are taking out and also reviewing the Tier 7 British cruiser, the Fiji. So the Fiji is a fantastic little ship that I have avoided going down the British cruiser line, and this ship alone has made me really regret that decision. So I'm finally going down the line, and I was struggling the first few tiers, and then I got the the Leander at tier 6, and I got smoke and had decent guns. I'm like, this ship's pretty good, like it's really unforgiving and everything. Yeah, and then I got the Fiji. So the game we're watching today is mostly a tier 9 game with a fair amount of tier 8s mixed in there, and then just a couple poor unlucky bastards that are stuck at tier 7, myself included. However, the Fiji is a strong enough ship that I'm not instantly just, oh, this is the end, we're just done. The big thing that I have learned from my limited time in the British cruiser line is everything is about thinking ahead and positioning. So I got this nice big island here to my left. I intentionally came over to this corner. I see teammates that are off and to the right that are going to be spotting, and I just slowed down. As soon as I got to a good safe speed, somewhere around 12 to 15 knots, went ahead and popped my smoke, and now I'm ready to DPS. And now I just want to look for some nice big broadside targets. And get some torpedoes? They're going to miss us, no problem. We will pop hydroacoustic just in case. Help us spot a little bit more. Fire at his broadside. And hello, Bismarck. That's a nice broadside you have there. Now you notice I aim at the upper part of the hull, and watch how much damage I do here. Nice little 5K right there. See, and that's how you aim the guns on British cruisers, is you don't want to aim at the waterline, and you don't necessarily want to hit just the superstructure, but you just aim at the upper part of the hull, and you'll just get nice, consistent damage. This guy's getting a little close, but never mind. We're going to go back to Mr. Bismarck here and get some more broadside damage into him, and keeping an eye on that timer for my smoke. The inclusion of that is very, very handy. There it went yellow, so start kicking my engine in and start heading out. And basically what I want to do now is I just want to fall back a little bit and wait for my smoke to cool down to come back up, turn around, pop my smoke, my next smoke, and then start gunning again. So far, nobody's targeting me. There's a couple more battleships back there, so let's go ahead and hold fire until we drop off detection. And any second now, please. Some incoming fire. Looks like the Bismarck has his manual secondary set to me. Alright, okay, dropped off detection. Didn't take any damage. Some torpedoes behind us, but we will easily be able to dodge those if they even have enough range. Now, where do I want to fire next? And again, using your smoke in a British cruiser should be planned out. I'm looking to see where my teammates are. There's an Ismo right there. I've got that teammate. Alright, this is a good enough spot. I want to be able to have an angle on these two battleships right there, those two, because they're going to start nosing around the corner of that island, and I want to be standing in between them and basically halt their advance. So this looks like a good spot, plus priority target was telling me that people were aiming at us, so fired that Bismarck. And okay, so let's start doing some psychological warfare here. I'm not going to do any damage to this Iowa here. Nothing. All bounces, right? But it let him know that I'm here and I'm targeting him. So the indicator shows that he's moving forward, but I'm going to start shooting at him and try and make him slow down just as he noses around the corner, because he's a greedy battleship and he's going to nose his front two guns just around the corner so that he can try and shoot the little British cruiser that's in the smoke. So we're going to start firing at him a little bit, and sure enough, he cuts his engines. I can now successfully just ignore him and start firing at broadside targets again. Now, a little bit of damage there, that's fine. Keeping up. We're already up to 47,000 damage. Okay, so he's angling in. There was a very hurt battleship back there, but alright. And there's our torpedo and flooding, which will make him use his cooldown. And, ooh, man, that their Grossa is really low. Let's see if we can help finish him off. He has popped a heal. Aimed a little bit too far ahead. Can we get this guy? The problem is he's tier 9. He has a very large hit point pool, and his repair is actually out DPSing my guns. It's just like, come on, man. Alright. Let's fire some more torpedoes at that Iowa. The smoke is running out, so the engines are already hot. Incoming torpedoes, but since we already started moving, we're good. That De Grossa died. Iowa there is running away, and our Bismarck buddy is back with his secondaries still targeting me. That's rather annoying, but that's fine. Nobody's actively shooting at us, at least yet. So let's start thinking about where we're going to do our next smoke screen, which will be up in about looks like 18 seconds or so. Ouch. Alright, so took my first big shot. We'll go ahead and pop a repair for that. Got 2 torpedoes on the Iowa, 2 floodings, and it is sticking. He is dead meat. There he goes. Great. Fire. Okay, let's start slowing down. Smoke is ready. Bismarck is definitely annoyed with me at this point. He's not appreciating the incoming fire. Even like on that last salvo where I do 0 damage, it's just annoying the hell out of him. Just another very, very small damaging shot. He is definitely coming head on, and he just took a massive big hit from somebody else. Much appreciated. He's now firing blind into the smoke. He is very, very annoyed with me, which is good because that means that he's not paying attention to the rest of my team. So we're just going to keep firing at him. Yep, okay. Oh, we got a nice big broadside right there. Let's see if we can get some damage on him. Shells are looking good. We're going to hold our cursor right there and just keep firing. Oh yeah, nice shots. So, I mean, again, these are tier 9 battleships, but giving full broadside, I'm doing consistent about 5k or so damage every salvo. And as you can see, I can pump out those salvos pretty damn quick. Yeah, there's a little destroyer out there. He is coming to a stop. I guess he got plane spotted. Somebody tagged him. But that tells me that there may be torpedoes in the water, and my hydroacoustic is down right now. So I just scoot a little bit ahead. Bismarck is backing up, but in the process also giving broadside, so I will oblige him on that. Another nice little 2.5k or so. He does not have much hit points left, so it will not take many of these to finish him off. I think I might actually be running into a little bit of damage saturation at this point. Smoke is running out though, so I do need to start moving forward. And there we go. Slowly. The problem is if you're going in reverse at all on a British cruiser, you are not going to be going forward anytime soon. There we go. Bismarck buddy is down, and unfortunately there's an island. Fortunately though, there is nobody close enough to spot me and my horrible mistake. So let's just keep that as a secret between us, huh? Alright. Moving on. Crap, I am spotted. Alright, so I need to survive the next 20 seconds or so for my smoke to get back up. Thankfully, nobody's quite paying attention to me. I think they might be under the mistaken impression that because I'm tier 7, I'm not a huge threat. But Iowa's starting to give me a little bit of side. Not enough that I can aim at his hull, so I'm going to aim for the superstructure on top of the hull. And not putting up any huge numbers, but damage is damage, and I am starting to make myself annoying. And yes, he is definitely turning his guns my way, so we are going to cut engine and pop our smoke again. And we drop off detection. And now I have him at pretty flat broadside. And is he actually... Yes, he is. He just wasted a 30-second salvo trying to snipe me in my own smoke. okay, I'm fine with this. We can continue this. Keep doing that broadside and let me know how it works out for you. You could just see the good numbers that it pumps out, man. Jeez. And that is one dead tier 9. Alright. Team is still managing to somehow lose this. I'm skipping ahead a bit on the replay because basically one of the team asked me to go up to Alpha, and by far I was the quickest person, so I agreed to it. Unfortunately, while I was doing it, another teammate died, and they lost Bravo Cap. The 2 remaining destroyers are both in there. They are hiding in the smoke and unloading on our Turpits, who is way out of position. It's just like one of those, like, guys, just stop doing, just stop dying. we have this. We have a point advantage. They have to come to us. Stop dying, and I can't leave here yet because I'm trying to cap. Get a couple little hits on the Benson way out there, but it's not going to be enough to kill. I actually did tag that guy in the smoke. It's actually surprising. Okay, well, so simultaneously, I got the A cap, but we lost our Turpits. And now we are very, very low on teammates. Our last battleship is way off to my right, and I cannot cover him from there. Somebody is targeting me, but I did hold my fire, so now we are off detection. There goes our last battleship. So now it is lone little tier 7 Fiji and a destroyer versus 2 destroyers, a almost dead Belfast, and another battleship. So there is one of the destroyers, so we need to finish him off. There's his torpedoes. Thank you, Hydroacoustic. And crap, there's the other. So now they are on both sides. I've got to... I think I'm going to take one. I kind of messed up my steering there. Yep, took one torpedo. I really could have used that hit points. Oh, come on. This guy is annoying me. Well, thankfully, even though it's AP, the Fiji still can do some serious damage to these destroyers. And now that I know he's fired at least one set of torpedoes, there's his second... Oh no, wow, okay. He had more torpedoes than I thought, but I still am going to be able to avoid them very easily because of Hydroacoustic. And we come on, get him. Okay, that should do it. Nope. Okay, let's do it. And he beats himself. And I just took a shot from my left. Come on, you gotta finish this guy. Okay, there's the Belfast. He is clearly firing at me. He has almost no life. I have almost no life. He has already ranged me in, so I have to do some very aggressive maneuvering here. He's firing AP, so I really can't afford to give him too much broadside. In fact, that's a little bit too much, and he almost kills me. Oh my god, come on. Alright, so angle in. Okay, make those shells bounce. He's still firing AP, trying to anticipate his shots. I'm gonna turn completely out. This might not be a good idea. Oh, so close. He's doing the exact same thing I am. We were basically just trying to fire maneuver on each other. My heal is almost up off of cooldown, so if I can just survive for... There we go! And there's the Kraken, too. Wow, okay. That is about as close as it humanly can get. Oh, man. And now we just have to wait out the clock. I have no idea where their last battleship is. I don't care. We're going to cap this, which will absolutely 100% ensure that the game is over. Oh, man. I don't know how I survived that. I'm not going to question the RNG gods at this point. There's the final battleship, full health and everything. So how did we do? We got 161,000 damage. We got Kraken, and we got Dreadnought of all things. We got Dreadnought as a tier 7 cruiser in a tier 9 game. How does that even happen? Okay, we got 2,900 base XP, just a hard carry, and I would never have guessed it. You can look at the damage spread. Most of the damage was on battleships because they kept giving broadside. The one Iowa did take several torps, so that definitely helped. 1.4 million potential damage that was incoming at me, and somehow just barely survived. So let's go over the build. So starting off for modules, I'll use main armaments number 1. That's kind of a no-brainer. For the Fiji, I actually used the AA modification. I just like the extra AA range. Use propulsion because you can't lose your engine, and rudder shift to make you a little bit more survivable. You'll notice I haven't even bothered with the torpedo upgrade. It really doesn't do anything. For consumables, I use premium everything. Damage control, the repair party, hydroacoustic, and smoke all help you, but that costs you a lot of credits. I mean, you can see right there, that's a lot of credits. So I have to make sure that I don't have any bad games, basically, in it. Yeah, that can get expensive really quick. For my captain, it's a fairly new captain. Priority target is, I think, the best one for the first tier. Expert marksman, though you could use adrenaline rush. Yeah, superintendent is definitely a must-have. And then concealment expert is also extremely handy. After that, again, adrenaline rush I think is maybe even more useful than. I mean, the turrets are a little slow, so expert marksman does help it. I think both are very good. For my last, I think I'll get advanced firing training. I'm not sure what else you could use, but I mean, without it, it's 6 kilometers. With it would be 7.2, which is really nice. And the Fiji does have pretty decent AA. Demolition expert is obviously completely useless on this ship. RPF, vigilance, I think that could be a potential one that would be useful. It doesn't have planes, so that talent is going to be completely useless. Preventative maintenance is an alright skill as well. So I think Jack of all trades actually might be a good one to get to just because of how many consumables you have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.